Greetings and salutations. My name is Tish, and welcome to the Artist Haven, where home plus art equals heart. In today's live video broadcast, we'll be bringing Elisa from JOTZ Designs in to hold my hand again while I try and do resin. And hello, Elisa.
Hi.
Hello, hello, hello.
You can
So,
hear me?
I can hear you. I don't know if anybody else can hear you. I don't know if anybody else can hear it. We have one person watching.
Is that me?
It might be. I
Oh,
sent
there's
out
Doris.
all the. Oh, there we go. There's everybody.
Hi.
There's Brenda and Doris and Jason. Hello, hello, hello. Yay. So
Forget about the delay.
I always forget about the delay too. I'm like, I'm so lonesome.
Why does nobody love me?
Nobody loves me. I think I'll go eat worms.
So long as they're gummy, they're good.
Yeah, exactly. So today we are going to be working with this new resin called FlowArt Resin, and this is from the Epoxy Resin Store. And for information on that, you can click on Elisa's link down below. She also has a coupon code for that. So I think I didn't check it out. That was
Well,
bad. Do they
and
have it on the regular site now?
no, this is I think new and they're still testing it, and that's
Okay.
why they were doing the special that we got
Okay.
this and just had to do shipping.
Okay.
So as far as I know, I can double check, but as far as I know, it's not for sale just yet.
Okay.
So it's
But
still
they
kind of
have
a new.
they have other resins on there that you use all the time. So
Yes, they have several resins.
okay. So this will be a will be a new product for them, but we're going to try it out. So I figured I would be a good tester because I'm a newbie, and if I can use it, anybody can use it. And then Elisa's got a lot more experience, but it is certified non-toxic. It's a high gloss clear coat resin, contains UV absorbers and HALs. And we're not talking about the computer, we're talking about the chemical components. But it says cures hard and crystal clear. Apparently, I'm not allowed to say that today. So,
Hard.
and I'm going to be using these wonderful cups that Blair sent to me today, and some resin stuff that Elisa sent to me today. So I've got all kinds of fun stuff to play with. Woohoo! And
You
you
just got really
sprayed.
staticky
Uh-oh.
for me. Is anybody else hearing the static, or is it just me?
I'm
Keep
hearing
talking.
it too.
Oh,
Uh-oh. I think it's just when I talk.
you don't hear it when I talk.
You sound a little computery to me.
Yeah, mine's just super staticky when you talk.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, Jason's hearing it too.
Hang on, I'm going to try something really quick. Is that better?
No.
Shoot. Hmm.
I mean, I can still hear you and understand you, but
What
definite
if
static
you,
from me.
what speaker are you using your phone to hear me?
Yeah.
Try turning down your volume on your phone. And
No,
then,
that's the difference because it just all of a sudden started.
hmm.
And like it sounded like you opened the door and a car was going by. I heard it that whole entire time.
Hang on. Is that better?
No.
No.
Like it, for some reason, you're getting louder and the static, like, not necessarily you're louder, but I just hear more of your surroundings. Oh, it just went away.
Is it better now?
Not really. But I can't hear your background noise anymore, and that constant static went away. So
Okay.
it's only when you talk. Seems, a little less, but.
Hang on, I'm gonna try something.
While she's doing that, hi Julia, Doris, Jason, and Brenda. I think that's it.
Is it better now?
A little bit, yeah. There was like a hint at the end.
Okay.
Still there.
I don't know what to do. So I only have the 2 microphones.
Are you able to, are they pluggable? Unpluggable?
Yes. Well, the one is on my webcam and the other one is on my headset, and we were using it just fine earlier. That's why I don't understand what's going on. And it's...
Jason's getting it when either of us talk.
Okay. Let me try something. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna mute my microphone and just see if it stops.
Okay. Well, I hear no static. But it seems like only when sound happens that the static happens. And now you're gone.
Okay. Did that work?
And you're back. And so, no.
Fire truck. Okay. Anyway. Is it better now?
No.
No. Damn it.
Oh, but now I just see a little circle with a circle person in it. Oh, and there you are. Sorry, folks. Trying to make it so I can see the screen better. Well, now Brenda's saying it's just me. Oh, when it is just me, there's no static. So, yeah. So I'm just covering up some tiles here with some tape in case I have some leftover resin. So exciting. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, Brenda, she's trying to work out the sound. There was a bunch of static, so I'm not sure what she's doing on her end with StreamYard, I think. Yeah, StreamYard. We'd been testing it out earlier, and that was working just fine the whole entire time, except when my alarms kept going off. And then it just all of a sudden started having static. What's your news, Doris? You're monetized. That's awesome. It's going to be forever before I'm monetized. I'm close to 1,000 subscribers, but you have to have like 2.6 thousand and you need 4,000. So it's going to be a minute.
Okay, can you?
You're back. And it seems fine.
Okay.
What did you do? You were gone forever. I didn't know what to do. I'm sitting here like, oh my God, I have to talk.
And now I can hear me. Oh my gosh, it's kind of weird.
Oh, did you like headphones on or something?
Yeah, I have headphones, but I turned my cell phone on, and I can only get the front camera to work. So I'm trying to like figure
you're upside down.
I'm upside down on it, inside out.
Dora just let us know that she got monetized.
Yay! All right. This is really weird. Congrats, Doris. Okay, I need coffee now.
That was a lot of effort.
But I always have a plan B, a plan C.
Right.
But my other phone isn't charged. The one that I can get the back camera to work.
Oh.
So, because, yeah. I hate technology. All right. Let's see if this is dry. It's still a little sticky. The center is dry. So we're going to put some tape on it. If I can find my tape.
The static came back.
Is the static back?
It's not as bad. It's more that it's the when it's too loud static rather than constant static.
Okay. I was going to say, because I'm using the microphone on the phone. Because I muted my headset. What the ever?
How close are you to the mic?
2 feet?
What happens if you flip it around? Is that the same thing you're videoing with though?
Yeah. Hang on a second. Can you hear me still?
I can hear you. And there's a
Mother
bit
of
of static.
mercy. I have a brand new phone, Julia. Unfortunately, and that's why I can't get the back things to work. Okay, let's try this.
Oh, what happened? Moving my phone, sorry. Stay.
Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you and lots of static.
Hmm. Oh, it's all kinds of screwed up. One minute.
One momento. Oh, it's just me again. Hi. So I'm just mixing up my Rust-Oleum enamel-based paint because it gets goopy, but you gotta stir, don't shake.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you, and you're quiet, and you switched sides, and there was static. And Jason thinks it's.
I'm on the. Honey, I'm wearing my headset. It's not about that. In fact, I changed my headset to wireless on my phone.
Yeah, it's still
I don't know what's
staticky.
going on. I don't know why it's static. Well,
And you got super quiet too.
Is it better if I talk loud?
I can hear you.
I can talk loud. And that's not a problem.
Yeah, but it's just static then.
Well, I'll just be quiet and you do all the talking.
Well, that's no fun.
Elisa.
Well, Doris says she can live with the static.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I can live.
Because I'm all out of options on my end. And I don't know.
Although I
why.
think you should switch back to whatever is not what you are doing now, because it's way bad now.
Okay. Well, hang on.
Compared to
Hold on. Put my tape down so I don't. I'm gonna mute my microphone anyway.
you're using tape. Where's Blair? Okay. Yeah, hopefully whatever she was using first, will at least be the least amount of static. So I don't know if she told you guys, we're going to do a swipe. So I grabbed some parchment or freezer paper. Okay. What do you guys think about these colors? I'm going to have the copper and I'm going to do the swipe color in turquoise, light turquoise. And then I have red and blue and white. What do you think of those colors on the copper? And it's sapphire blue. Hard to tell, I'm sure. That
Okay.
moving. Okay, I see you and I hear you. I don't know about the static.
Do you hear me okay?
Yeah, and the static is at least less.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to turn, I have my headset. I think I have my headset on. Hang on. Let's do.
Oh.
No.
Jason,
Okay.
sorry, but the turquoise is going to be is the must.
Oh, yeah.
But I wanted to make sure that the blue and the red went with it. I just asked him if what they thought of the colors. And Jason's like, go with red, white, and blue. No. Turquoise.
Okay. So, hang on. Let me see. For being an alien invasion.
What did you just do? Because now it's really like all static.
I don't know. I didn't do anything. I turned down my speaker because I couldn't get my headset so I could hear you. Now, how did it? What absolute flop. Okay. That's not coming. I don't get it.
You want me to try to come back in and just see if that does anything?
We can try it.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Because is the static there? What I don't hear any. Well, I don't hear myself. So is the static gone now that Elisa's gone? And now you're seeing the back of my fancy schmancy phone. Okay. Are you guys hearing? I don't know. I don't see anything. Let's add Elisa. Crossing fingers.
I might be good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you
There's
hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I talked while you were out and there was no static.
Okay. Well, if that happens next time, then I'll leave.
Yeah, get off of my live, damn it.
I'm there. Hi, Catherine.
Hello, Catherine. We just figured out some of the kinks, kind of, maybe.
Hopefully.
Nope, the aliens are back. Oh, well, I give up. I don't know how to fix this. I've done all of the extent of my knowledge. And now I can't find my scissors to cut this tape. And I can't find, oh, there's my rippy tape. I'm going to use my rippy tape. because this is the exterior tape. This here is exterior tape, so it
Yeah.
doesn't rip well.
Um,
I got a whole box of tape. Okay, so I'll just whisper. Fire truck.
oh, are you having problems now? Because you sound fine to me.
I hear the static on my end.
Oh, now it's off.
Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't get it because it was fine when I came in.
Yep.
That's okay. We'll live.
Yep. It's not a matter of my microphone either, because I've muted my microphone and then you were still staticky.
Oh.
So I'll just talk real quiet.
Oh, gloves! Don't forget your gloves.
I've got gloves.
Good.
I got you covered. Or me covered anyway.
What colors are you using?
What?
Did you decide what colors you were using?
No, I was too distracted by the stupid static noise.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I just don't. I've used this program to go live every day for the last month.
Right.
And I've never had this problem with you or with Doris or anybody.
Murphy.
No, it's not your fault.
No, Murphy. Murphy.
Oh, yeah. Frickin' Murphy. He's a pack his crap and go home. And it's not reverb, it's actual static.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And I'm not going to waste everybody's time. I'm sorry about the audio. Maybe we'll just play some music. Oh wait, I don't have any copyright-free stuff, so it's like we could play some Tool or something.
Oh, there's YouTube channels that have no copyright music you can play in the background.
Yeah, I could do that. Well, I could if I could figure out how to not have the static.
Hi, Michelle.
Hello, Michelle. I apologize in advance for the audio. Frickin' frick.
Flippity flubbity floobity flu. That's what I like.
I want to say, fire truck without all the other letters in it.
Mother flipper flupper?
Mother flupper. Well, that's always the standing joke. What's a word that begins in F and ends in UCK? Fire truck.
Yes.
Okay, this is a 1-to-1 ratio, right?
Oh, are we pouring already? Are you ready?
I taped off the back of that. I'm not going to worry about the bloomin' coaster thingies. Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah, 1-to-1.
Okay, so I do. Okay, let's see if you can see this. I want to make sure I'm doing it right. I just do 1.
Oh,
and
no,
then
don't
1,
use
right?
No, use the ounces on that.
Use ounces, so do 1 ounce and then 1 ounce.
No, 2 and 2. So you have 4 total.
Okay.
Let me get my cups so I can see what we're looking at.
part A first in the cup.
Part B first. Hardener is always first.
Okay, that's right. Sorry, I'm a little flustered right now.
You're fine, honey. Oh, we have to open these. I have to start my camera. Oh my god. What are we doing?
I got you all flustered now.
Well, I'm just standing here. Do. Like, oh, we're gonna do something.
Oh no, I'm gonna.
GoPro, start recording.
Oh, that's right. You got a fancy GoPro. Oh hey, probably should put gloves on. That'd probably be a good idea.
Yes.
I have them. It's not on my fingers.
Okay, so I'm gonna show my colors here. Got the res, turquoise, and sassy red.
Don't mind me in my Kleenex box. Hello, Dee. I apologize in advance for the audio. We're having technical difficulties, but we are going to forge on because we are female warriors. Okay, 2 and 2. I feel like Chuck Woolery.
Okay, so for those that don't know, we're going to do a swipe, and we both have the Rust-Oleum. You have the Rust-Oleum, right?
Oh, yeah, I have to grab it.
So
it's right here. It's just not on my table.
For the swipe, though, we are using the Rust-Oleum Protective Enamel Oil Based, and that's what I'm gonna color mine to turquoise. Oh, what color are you doing? Because you want to add a color to it to make it opaque.
Either black or blue.
Okay, I sent you black. Did I send you a blue that's close enough to your blue?
I don't know yet. I have black. I have some black that I bought at Hobby Lobby.
Well, yeah, either black, but if you want to use the blue, you still need to make it opaque because you don't want to use very much of it.
Okay.
Otherwise, you lose your swipe cells.
Okay. Okay.
Totally forgot about that.
I'll get there in a second.
No, you're fine. I just forgot about it earlier.
I have all my resin stuff in one bin, and the bin is on the shelf, so I just gotta go grab it from the shelf. I spin around in my chair. Ouch! Stub my toe.
Careful.
Good thing I have slippers. Dude, that's no bueno. Good thing it's got a tight lid on it. Otherwise, I'd have paint all over my floor right now. See, Murphy loves me. See, this is my resin bin. I've got royal blue, which is what we're gonna do. If I have to, I'll use white.
What is your royal blue? Like, what is it, a paste or what is it?
It's the Rust-Oleum.
Oh, right. But how are you going to make that opaque?
I got these two, and then I've got all the stuff that you sent me.
Well, to make it the blue, though, you need the blue to make it opaque.
Number 4. Well, what if I added purple? What if I added purple and then used blue?
Well, it's most likely going to be purple then, because the tint of it won't make too much of a difference because you're going to use so little, because you're really going to only use like a drop or 2 or 3
of the Rust-Oleum.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's do purple then. Well,
okay.
You gave me the sapphire blue. No, that's the res. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I said, yeah, you can use the sapphire blue to make it opaque.
That's
It'll
what I'll
just
do then.
change it. Yeah, it'll just
Okay.
change it to the sapphire blue rather than the color that the Rust-Oleum is.
Because that'll be close enough.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good enough for government work. Yes, Jason, because this is actually, if it turns out halfway decent, this will be being on its way to you in Canada.
What do you mean I'm out of frame, Jason? Like what part? Oh, yeah, no, it's just more that I can't get my phone up high enough to get more space and still be able to see the screen.
One thing that about this stuff is it's not like super stinky, but it has a smell.
I need to set it. Ooh. Yeah, it's it does have a good smell to the partner. There are definitely others that have less smell. It's not the worst though either. It's certainly
No.
not something like Pro Marine.
No, this isn't like the stuff you get at Michael's.
Yeah, it's not like polyester resin either.
It doesn't smell like dead fish or anything either. So but holy crow, I got lots of bubbles.
That's fine.
Okay.
Are you using wood?
What's that?
Are you using wood?
Yeah.
Like a popsicle?
It had a lot of bubbles before I even started stirring it.
Yeah, no, that's standard. It's a thicker. It's definitely on the thicker side, as opposed to like Art and Glow casting or even Stone Coats. Both of their standard countertop and their art coat are definitely more thin than this.
Okay.
Don't forget to scrape your sides and your bottom and your stick.
Yep.
And all wispies must be gone.
It's hard to tell if there's wispies or if it's just bubbles.
Well, I noticed it like when I swirl my stick, there will be a line that kind of follows the swirl.
Okay, I don't have a line.
Then your wispy should be gone.
I held it over my dark pants because that way I can see better.
Awkward. I need a different phone holder or something for this.
I got mine at Five Below.
At what?
It's called Five Below, and it looks like this thing. Everything there is $5 or less, and I Frankenstein 2 holders together.
I mean, it works. It's like a gooseneck thing. It's just where I have to pat it so I can see it.
Yeah.
Makes it silly.
Oh, dude, do I have any paper cut? Wait.
Gross, Doris. Doris says wispies look like snot.
Is it unicorn snot?
No, that's unicorn farts.
Yeah, I know. She always says unicorn farts. stuff like that. Okay, that's got to be good enough.
Hi, Kate.
Hi, Kate. I apologize in advance for the audio. I'm just shutting my mouth.
Before you start, where are you at? What are you doing?
Figuring out what colors I want to use.
And don't forget to stir your Rust-Oleum. Don't shake it.
Yes. I haven't gotten that far yet. I got a stick from my Rust-Oleum though.
Woo! Rust-Oleum. Thank you too.
Okay. So
If you, just so you know, if you do want to use this more often and you want less bubbles, besides using, you know, like a plastic stick or a silicone stick or something to stir, you can warm up the hardener a little bit to make it run better. And there will be less bubbles as well. I'm stirring slower.
got it.
Did you pick your colors yet?
Yeah. I'm just trying to be really quiet so there's no static.
Oh. What colors are you using though?
I'm using the Res Sapphire Blue, Purple Rain, and Copper. And then Just Resin, Silk Violet, and Fuchsia.
Nice. Cool. Your copper might sink or it might float. Just FYI.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But
I haven't powders with swipes.
the Res Sapphire Blue is what I'm going to add the Royal Blue to.
Okay.
And I just want to use like the little tip of the stick when it comes to these colors, right?
Okay, so yeah, so it depends on how much resin you're using, of course. So like
there's
I
15 milliliters.
That's what you have poured out,
Mm-hmm.
which is about what this one is. So let me add some red and I'll show you. So I'm just adding that much.
Okay.
A little blob. And you can always add more. And with paste, you don't necessarily have to worry about adding too much like you do with acrylics, but you don't need much to make it an opaque anyways. And that's with the resin. It'll pretty much be the same with the JOTZ resins. Now, if they're dried, if they're hard and dry, heat it up with like a hair dryer, and you really just need to heat up the top of it to the amount that you're going to be using, really.
Okay.
But if it's like that steel blue that has the kind of like an oil liquid on it, you should be able to kind of mix it, but you might need to heat it. But I would definitely mix the whole entire thing so you incorporate that oil into the whole thing before you take out some color, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, again, if it's not opaque or, you know, the opaqueness that you want, you can always add more. Just don't, of course, stick your...
Is that opaque enough?
It's hard for me to... So, like, when I'm doing it, that's your sapphire?
Yeah.
Have you added Rust-Oleum to that yet?
No.
Okay. Next time, add the Rust-Oleum first. Sorry, I didn't catch you first. You're fine. I only do it so that way I can actually see the opaqueness of the Rust-Oleum before I add in whatever I'm using to make it opaque.
Okay.
But when I'm making sure that something is opaque, I definitely scrape off my stick first. So that way I can see where it's kind of bare. And that's what I'm going to be looking at on my stick to see that I can't see the stick through it.
Okay.
And then you know that it's opaque. Or, you know, to what you want it to be. But if you just want it opaque, then yeah, that's...
How much of this am I adding to it? A couple of drops?
Of the Rust-Oleum?
Yeah.
For that much, do 2, like, here, let me, I'll add mine. So I'm gonna, it's a little difficult. Stick it in here. Let me do one that's kind of closer. Okay, so that one's about 15. So I'm gonna take a clean stick and I'm just dipping it in. I can see. But just so that it'll drip, and scrape it off so that way it's not flowing off, but it'll start to drip, and I might need to add more. But that way you only want 2 drips that way and not like a flow off.
Okay.
Drip, if that makes sense. So you literal drip rather than drizzle.
Got it.
If it drizzles, kind of count that as a little extra. But you definitely do want minimal amounts. Yes, Doris, I sent her some JOTZ Resin and Lorez stuffs because she needs stuffs to be able to do stuffs. And I was sick of her not having stuffs to do stuffs. So I sent her stuffs. Okay, so next time.
Yeah.
See how, let me show you the difference between the white and the Rust-Oleum. So this is the white, and see how bright and white that is?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. And this is more lighter, creamy.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see the stick through that, especially on the edges. Where this one, I can't see the stick until it actually flows off more. But that's like the max you want it to be for your Rust-Oleum.
Okay.
And of course, the more you do it, the more you'll get the hang of it.
Hi, Chris. I'm apologizing in advance for the audio. Tried fixing it and it just won't fix. Okay, there's that.
Oh, Julia, I can, yeah. Yeah, Julia, so with the resin swipe, I use the enamel, protective enamel Rust-Oleum, and it's oil-based, and it's this combination that helps with the swipes. And you want to make it fairly transparent when you do it. You don't need much of it. And then to actually make that an opaque color, like if I wanted it, my swipe color to be white, I would just add more white paste to it to make it opaque. In this case, I'm using turquoise, and Tish used the blue Rust-Oleum and used some sapphire blue to make hers opaque.
Oh, that was dumb. Oh, Tish.
What are you doing?
Oh, I've only measured out 4 cups and I needed 5. And I have a little bit left in my cup just in case I need some extra clear. Ooh, that's really pretty.
Which one?
Is
that the purple?
Silk violet?
Yeah, I like that one too. It's got a nice little shimmer to it. It's the enamel part and the oil based. It's more the oil based than the enamel, but the enamel part helps with the swiping. And now I have blue all over because my blue splooged everywhere.
Oh. Murphy's getting to you too.
It seems to do that with pastes and me. I like splooging.
You're right. You don't need very much of this stuff. I mean, I'm literally just dipping my stick in there.
Yeah.
And wiping and, getting rid of the Dairy Queen curly Q.
Yep.
And that's all I'm using is just that little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need much, and that's why I sent you the big ones, because I'm like, well, these are just never going to be used because I'm never going to get through the first ones.
Well, considering Jason's favorite color is blue, they'll probably get used up.
Yeah, I figured you'd be okay with it. Chris is cross-eyed. Okay. I thought they were in the I think I made too many cups. I made my extra cup for you, apparently.
I'm contagious.
Well, you didn't make one, so I made it.
Well, here, just hand it over here. Just put it in my hand.
Well, wait, I hit the thing. Oh, where's my can? There's my. Here you go.
Okay.
There.
Here we go. Too bad I didn't have someone else to do the special effect with. They could have put it in my hand. That would have been epic. What is it, 900 and some odd miles between you and me? I know it's a 14. I know it's a 15-hour drive. I'm pretty confident in that part. Because I actually drove from Colorado Springs to Corcoran in about 14 and a half hours. But that was also I also took a 4-hour nap. Or no, that didn't include the 4-hour nap.
If you still have your resin sitting in a cup, pour it out on your piece because mine's starting to get warm.
Oh yeah, mine is too. It's just barely warm, but I can feel it through my glove.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely, and that's part of it's a thicker resin, which I actually prefer, but they can definitely get crunchy.
She likes it thick. Sorry. You said it, not me.
I said thicker resin.
That's why I said you like it thick. I was referring to your resin too. Where's your mind?
Doris, I'm in Colorado.
Okay, I got it all out. I'm gonna leave the stick in there so I can peel it out. There we go.
Chris is in Arizona though, right?
Yeah, Chris is in Arizona.
Okay.
Julia grew up in Minnesota, and Tina was in Minnesota too at one point in her life. This copper, oh my God. Oh my God.
No, Lorez has some flipping awesome powders and pastes.
This is amazing. It's beautiful.
And she's definitely got a lot more out than, when I first got them. Because when I first got them, it was almost like 2 years ago now. And I haven't really gotten many new ones since. Yeah, she's got some great colors. And when you use that red earth one, do it on black because, oh my goodness, I don't like red, but it's amazing on black.
I'm mesmerized now. Okay. Let me get all this crap out of the way. Okay, so the blue is my swipe color. How do I want to pour this?
I'm sorry, what?
You probably want to heat up the clear a little bit.
Oh, all you really need to do is pop your bubbles. But if you need to spread it around, you can heat it a little bit. You don't want to heat it too much though for a swipe.
No, I'm gonna do it. I'll do it on low. Doop. Let's see. I had a little cup that had a bunch of little pieces of paper in it from the last time I tried to do a swipe. There it is. I found it.
Michelle says to stop molesting the copper.
Okay, a bunch is in 2. Well.
Oh yeah, this is definitely a quicker working time resin, I believe. I'm just coating my sides with the clear so that way it'll flow evenly over the edges, and I won't get drips down the sides.
I muted my microphone, so.
Your what?
I said I muted my microphone.
Oh, I thought you said you were using it. Like, well, yeah.
Okay. I need an alcohol pad. Hang on. Yeah, this is getting a little thick.
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to be swiping the other colors over the blue, right?
Yeah. And you want to lay them, for the most part, right next to each other. You can cross over the colors and stuff, and you can cross over even the swipe color, but it's definitely, you want that, want it to where you are swiping the colors over the swipe color.
Okay.
Okay. Ooh, yes, they are getting warm. But they're still, it's still pretty thin.
They're malleable.
Even though it's warm. And do try not to do as thick a lines.
As I do a big hunk in mine.
Right. Because you'll definitely have colors left over probably. Or especially the colors left over.
Oops. Is that better?
Yeah.
Now, do I want to do multiple lines?
No. So which one's your swipe color? Where's your blue? You haven't
My
put that
blue,
yet.
I haven't done that yet.
Okay. So the way you have it laid out, you're going to want to do it on at least on the bottom half, because that's where you have more room to swipe towards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is that where you're planning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
Do I want to hit this with the heat gun to make it more fluid?
At least torch it a little bit just to pop your bubbles.
Okay.
This should be okay. And then let me know when you're ready to watch.
What the absolute? Oh, stupid thing won't work. Hang on. I'm just
You
gonna
can
use
use
this
the heat gun too if you need. I just like
No, I'll just use my paint one. This little one isn't working. I don't know why. Okay, I'm watching.
Okay. Okay, so I've got my freezer paper, and I actually wanted to do a test to see how much of a difference there was between the shiny side and the not shiny side, because I've never really paid attention before. But right now I'm using the shiny side down, and I like to go a little beyond the color, the swipe color. So I'm starting in the clear, and you want to do just like a pencil width to kind of put it down, and you'll be able to see where it's touching. And I think if the paper side's down, you actually see it better. And you don't want to push it down or anything, just have it on the top and then go slow as you drag. This is definitely thick because it's pulling a lot. Then you can wiggle, you can go straight, you can kind of turn it and lift up a side, and then you get a little bit more wispies going. And then careful when you're coming back because you might drip on it, but that's it.
Okay, so what color is your swipe color?
The turquoise.
So you're dragging
Oh,
your
I totally
turquoise.
did that wrong, huh? My bad. I'm all like nervous. Sorry. I totally did do that wrong. Okay. So let's try this again over here. Well, I guess we'll find out what happens when the swipe color goes over. So yeah, I'm just touching it down where I know it's not actually touching the resin. Really?
The colors?
Yeah, or any of it, because you can see kind of where it gets wet. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
Okay.
But the biggest thing is you do want to have it kind of just resting on the top and like suction to it.
Okay.
And then just slowly drag. Okay, so that was shiny side down both ways, I think. Oh no. Shiny side down, paper side down. Thanks, Julia, for the colors comment.
It's getting really thick. Should I hit it with the heat gun?
Yeah, a little bit. But not.
Whoa. Stay. There it goes. Well, that one is like totally chunky.
I've noticed sometimes the chunky ones are actually better for keeping the cells small, like kind of smaller and contained. Yeah, this is definitely a quick working resin. Julia, I can show you an example here in a minute when I'm done. Oh, I need this one.
Dude.
Oh, you should cut it off.
I did. I will. I just lifted right in the middle of everything. So
Oh,
it like totally like lifted off, and I have it as straight as I can get it.
yeah, I hate the curl.
Yeah, I've been. Oh, you can't see. I've been cutting them off. They're in a little pile over here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can't see mine either. Do you have like little silicone molds?
Yes.
Because that might almost be better than doing it on a coaster with the leftovers. Because it is getting pretty thick. I mean, you could totally still do it on coasters. It still has some working time.
I just want to do one.
You'll notice, especially with this Rust-Oleum, when you hit it with the torch, you'll see cells popping up. So make sure you're watching where you are, because otherwise you might do it way too much.
I'm not getting anything.
Your Rust-Oleum was gloss, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not doing what mine's doing?
Nope.
Trying to see what she's doing. No. Still nothing?
I got a little bit.
What if you... Okay, so hit it with your torch super close, but super fast, but watch it because it'll like kind of liquefy a little. And you want to get to that state, but not too long. So go quick, but make it liquefy. In like just one little area on like the right side or something, or in that where the chunky part was.
Okay. I gotta fill up my torch though.
Thanks, Julia.
I'm gonna mute my microphone again.
Julia, here's an example of another one. This one I did black and white swiped colors because I wanted to see what, I'm getting resin everywhere, what would happen with two different colors. So like I did black and white on just the outside edges and then had the different colors going. But that's another example of a swipe. And then this is another one. This was the first one I did a color besides black and white. So I colored the swipe color yellow. So you can get variation. I like to make it more textured like this, but you can see down through the cells, and that's the big difference with the swipe. And that's what you can see on this one, where when I went over the swipe colors, you're kind of supposed to, you can see down to the copper and the cells are opening up, where this one I did it wrong. And I did the swipe color over the other colors. So you can't actually see down through most of these cells, down to the base color, the copper color. Tish, if you want to be on camera, you have to go to the, oh, now you're on camera. You probably saw that. Oh, see, I see cells. What happened? What did you do?
I have to unmute my microphone. Duh. Oh, bother.
So it came out. What happened? Did you just heat it up enough?
I just heated it up enough, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it seems with this one, definitely a quicker working time, which I actually love. But it does want to set quicker, of course, and then it'll make it stay better though.
I got lollipops.
Do you really?
Yep.
Oh, mine's not there yet.
Yeah, I got lollipops.
That's funny. Yeah, so note to self, the FlowArt Resin is more of a shorter working time.
Yes, very much shorter.
but that helps things stay better, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, but if you're a newbie like me,
Hey, I learned on Pro Marine and I learned with short resins, and it's doable.
the only one that's not a chunk is the purple.
Oh, I should probably put those in molds then, huh? I've got my heart shot glass mold going currently.
Oh well.
I think it um it turned out really good with those cells popping out finally.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do something else to this side. I don't like the whole big white area. But those are really three-dimensional cells.
Yeah, no, when you use clear as your base coat, it definitely makes the cells like that. Because if you just used white, you'll still have that, but because the white is not like acting as a separator like the clear does, they won't seem as 3D, I guess.
I'm trying to wipe off my stick.
You can maybe heat up that bottom area and just move it.
Yeah,
Like with your pen.
I tried to do it with the torch and it didn't get real hot. I'm going to try it with the blow gun here. I just wanted to get the enamel paint covered before I forgot. Because I do that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm muting my microphone.
Okay. I am just pouring my colors into a mold here so that way all the resin is used up. And what time is it? Oh my goodness. Okay. So hers was solidifying already. Mine is just super thick. So you can see the difference in it. And that can just even be the difference of how we each stirred it and then the temperature of our rooms. Like mine is at 72, 73 right now. She might be a little warmer, a little cooler. And that can definitely play a difference on the resin setting up or not setting up. Yeah, definitely, Julia. You can just kind of like acrylic. If you don't like it, you can always pour over it. Definitely had many pieces like that. I had one canvas that ended up having, I think, 5 different pours on it, and the canvas basically became a cradle board because of how much resin was on it. Oops. Yeah, you can definitely. I'm not really that good at using kind of a transparent or doing a second layer as a second layer. I haven't quite honed the skills for that yet. But I definitely always put a clear layer anyways, like a flood coat. Just helps with the dimension for sure. How's it coming, Tish? Oh, see, I like that. You can turn your mic on for your fire. Go press stop recording. Okay, so while she's doing that, I'm gonna take you guys in, so don't mind the movement. So these are the swipe color over the cells, the usually incorrect way for swiping. And you can see that you can't really see the copper underneath. Whereas like these cells, you can definitely see through to the copper.
Okay. Ooh, yours is all.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't like resining with me. Why you make it so it doesn't work right.
It's not me. It's I don't know.
Oh, well, I'm sure it's me, honey. It only happens when you're doing it with me. So.
No, it happened with Miss Doris.
Not with the resin. Your resin turned out fine with Doris.
No, it still looked like crap.
Honey, no one else thought it did.
Well, the amazing thing of
I'm sorry,
internet.
it's not all about you.
Well, it is about me because I have to like it first. But this, I do like parts of this.
Oh, oops, sorry.
I got little flecks. I don't know how I got the little flecks in there.
I need to wait until it comes up on my computer so I can see it better. Well, the little white flecks are probably, no, you didn't use white. That's just that's the white of the base coming up, right?
Yep.
With background? So. Yeah. So that's good. See, I like how you're...
I got lacing, but no cells.
You have, well, they're cells.
They're clear cells because they're white. They go all the way to the base.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. See how my, like, it goes all the way down to the copper right here? That's the whole point of the swipe cell. Is to have it kind of have a hole in the middle that you see through.
But that copper is amazing. You can't see it because of the glare, but maybe in this corner you can. It's super coppery.
Yeah.
And it didn't sink.
Well, it's good. Yeah. The kind of just depends on how much you use of them. The more powders you use, of course, the more textured it's going to be, and then the more heavy it's going to be too. But
I don't know. What do you think, Jason? Because this is going to go to Jason. I got to do something with the sides, though, and do some other stuff to it, too. But
Jason, it also depends on the resin, because there are some resins that take 24 hours to cure, and there's some resins, well, if you have the quick coat, you'll be cured in hours, like 3 hours fully cured. But there's also other resins that are cured in 8 hours, that are hard in 8 hours. So it just depends on the resin itself. This one, because it's a thicker. Squeeze it, should come out. Squeeze, crack it, squeeze it like a.
No, I'm just gonna leave it in there, and I'll just get it out later. It's still kind of soft. Okay, I'm not touching any more resin. I give up. Not give up completely. Murphy is not liking me today. We should have known this when we had technical difficulties.
And Jason says it looks So cool. So
Well,
cool.
I'm going to do some more stuff to it, and then that way you'll have something on your wall from me. Because 1,500 miles is a long ways. And we're both kind of crazy.
Why is he getting like one of your first resin pours as opposed to one of your cajillion acrylic pours?
Because these are my favorite colors and his favorite colors.
Oh.
And this is a little bit more personal to me because this is something I struggle with, and yet I'm trying to conquer it.
Oh.
So this is you doing resin with me means a lot to me, and when Doris did resin with me means a lot to me because I don't get this. I don't know why I'm not good at it because I'm one of those artists that can pick up pretty much anything right away. You know, like a musician that can pick up any instrument and play it within a couple of days. I'm usually that way with art. This is not something that I get, and it's frustrating to me.
Honey, no one picks up resin right away. Resin doesn't allow anybody to pick it up right away. You might have a fluke and it might be awesome. Like the stuff you did with Doris was awesome. But that doesn't mean your next 12 are going to be awesome because resin doesn't always play nice. And that's the resin, that's not you.
Well, I need to bring out my inner Morticia then and bring out the whips and chains and make it obey me.
That's fine. You can do that. But I mean,
I only had the whips and chains. But no, I'm getting
see,
parts of it. I'm getting like this I've never gotten really before.
No, yeah, see, and that's exactly what you're supposed to be getting for cells. That looks exactly like what mine, in some areas are doing and other areas are different. And like right here, I don't know what the hell is going on right there, but I must have when I was swiping, I must have paused or something.
Right.
I don't know, but because it's all different. And like this is like super fine lacing as opposed to the thickness that the rest of the stuff is.
Well, the part where you did your swipe color over the top of the other colors, that one looks cool too.
And that's kind of actually what this is because there's not much turquoise pulled over this section right here.
Mm-hmm.
So that blue has no swipe color to it, but it's got some uber fine lacing going on.
Yeah. I feel like you're the master artist and I'm the kindergartner.
I've been doing it for 2 years though, honey. My acrylic pours aren't like nothing compared to yours because you've been doing it and you understand it.
I'm sending you some Floetrol.
You want to see my second acrylic pour?
Yes, I do.
Okay, hold on.
Maybe it'll make you feel better.
So they're the same color.
Sorry, I'm laughing at this cup.
Oh. Yeah, no, I've had that happen. I've had it happen in like a big tub, and I'm like, oh, well, there goes like 8 ounces of resin. That's awesome. Okay, so I did this with the same colors as the one that I posted today.
Yeah.
Bigger.
Hello, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
I don't know.
Yes.
The feedback. Hey, that looks funky.
So yeah, this is. I think I did a flip cup. I'd have to look at the video. It's been a minute. But okay, completely different than the first one.
Did you do it on canvas though?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's a 12x12 canvas. But I know that my white is the biggest part of this and like the cracking and stuff.
Right. Craft paint. I've never had luck with craft paint, no matter what I've done to it. I've never had luck with it, and that's why I don't use it. I mean, like the apple barrel, the cheaper craft paints, I should say, because I do use the extreme sheen stuff, which is considered a craft paint. But
yeah, so it's a hot mess of stuff.
Yeah. Well,
but I'm not beating myself up about it because I know I'm not going to be instantaneously amazing at it.
Okay, let's put it this way. 90% of the things that I've tried in the artist world,
Honey,
I've
welcome to
gotten right
resin.
away. I cannot draw a
Resin.
figure, so this is my drawing. This is my other drawing, because drawing I can't do. I mean, I can do it, just not very well.
I can't
And
draw worth crap.
I can do drafting, and I can do certain types of drawing. I'm really good at, what's that game where you do the you do the drawings and they have to guess what you're drawing. There's a game.
Pictionary. I love Pictionary. I suck at
I'm
it.
good at Pictionary. I'm really good at Pictionary because I can actually, make things look like things.
Yeah, my mind thinks I'm good, but yeah, no. No.
GAC 800 is the best thing for craft paint. If you're going to use GAC 800, you might as well just buy good paint because that stuff's expensive.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing is I can't buy everything everybody suggests. They're like, here, do this, this, and this. I'm like, yep, that's not in the budget.
I know. And that's why I said next Monday when you go live with me. Because I have something to ship to you anyways. So, yeah.
Well, honey, don't send me Floetrol.
You don't tell me what to do.
No, we can try the polyacrylic first because I'm okay with wasting that.
Just, you know what? Shh. You sent me a bunch of stuff. I can send you a bunch of stuff if I want to. Damn it.
Well, my dog will bark at the person bringing the box then.
Well, he'll just greet him. That's all he's doing. He's greeting him.
Well, he doesn't really bark anymore. He wags his tail because he wishes he could see all the people.
Because he thinks he's going to get treats.
He loves people.
He's a cutie. He should love people.
Yeah.
All right, I give up because, yeah. You hear that? I just made, hey, look, it's a sculpture.
Yeah, no, you can. They're fun. I throw mine away. You have to figure out what to do with them. So
I will. You know what? I'll figure something out to do with them. I'm going to leave them on my shelf.
That's what I did with my cupcakes, just because the cupcakes are cool enough.
Well, you know what? If nothing else, I'll use them as a prop for some thumbnails for when I actually do some resining. But we're gonna get you some stuff so you can do an acrylic pour next Monday with me.
See, Larissa, Jesus, where did I even get Larissa from? God, Lisa says it takes time.
I know, but I'm impatient.
Yeah, well, resin doesn't understand.
Okay, here's the thing. If I can make soap, I can do resin. Because soap is
resin is telling you.
Soap is just as temperamental as resin. Well, it's probably the most difficult thing I've ever accomplished. It took me 3 months to figure out how to do it, but I did it every day. I did it every day.
3 months every day. So as soon as you get 90 days worth of doing resin down, then let me know if you can't handle it yet or not.
Okay. I'm off of work for the next 10 days. I'm going to do resin every day for the next 10 days.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. And don't forget, you can use a hairdryer and a heat gun and just your
and I've got how much of the art coat do I have left? I've got probably a quarter gallon left of the little buckets, and then I've got a whole big gallon of the other ones too. So
you've got plenty, and just remember 4 ounces max per square foot is really all you need, and you'll still have leftover. Yeah.
And this, I'm going to do this one more time. I'm going to build. I'm going to do a small batch again with this. And now that I know that I have to work super quick.
Yeah. I probably used it before you to at least figure that out, but
yeah.
It is
No,
a quirk whiz.
it's
A
okay.
quirk whizzing.
I still got really pretty colors, and I got, you know, I've got all I've got some of the thing down, you know.
Work. I like how your upper part is blending like that.
Yeah, I like this part here. Yeah, I like that too. And there's actually little cells in there too.
Yeah, I'm seeing some interesting cells and texture going on in this red and blue right here too.
I'm actually thinking of going in with some paint and making what is it called? A water line. So it looks like, and then going in and making some trees. And so it looks like that, and maybe go in and make this black somehow. I don't know. So it looks like, because Jason's in the Canadian Rockies, so he's in the,
You wanted to say Colorado Rockies, huh?
I did want to say Colorado Rockies.
I'm in the Colorado Rockies.
You're in the my two favorite people are in the Rockies, man.
Best mountain range ever, minus the Alps.
Well, there's the Himalayas too.
Oh, those are nice too. But we got the Tetons.
Yeah. The mountains are majestic and beautiful no matter where they are. We just have a lot of hills here and a lot of lakes. A lot of lakes. So, all right. Hey, did this? Okay, this is really dumb.
Hi, Carol.
Is there still a lot of feedback, or are my ears me?
There's a hint of static here and there, but I haven't really noticed it. Actually, what did you do?
Sure. Nothing. I've been sitting here, just sitting here.
Yeah, there's a hint, but not like it was. I mean, there was a point where it was like I really couldn't actually understand very well.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody.
No,
I am not a technical guru. I can't figure shit out.
Not your fault. It just like randomly appeared. It made no sense.
Yeah. I don't know. Anywho, so you're gonna go live with me on Monday again?
Yeah.
Okay. And we're gonna do an acrylic pour. I'll figure out a way to get you some stuffs if I can't get it to you, because it only took like 3 days for it to get to me. So I think I'll do it.
Well, yeah, because you're in Central.
Yeah.
But we can definitely attempt the polyacrylic. I have, well,
I'm gonna do the polyacrylic. I'm gonna do the polyacrylic this week to make sure. So.
Because I have like a half a quart and that much of my big bottle of gloss, and then almost a full quart of satin.
Okay.
And I have just a little bit of matte. I don't want to use the matte though, because I use that to seal. If I seal stuff.
Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. And you'll come back with me on Monday. And I just want to put an open invitation out there to anyone else who would like to come live. Maybe practice, if you've never done a live and you want to practice one, make sure that you have the confidence to do it. I will hold your hand and we'll walk you through it. This is probably the best group to do it in because we're all understanding and we're all just cool people. And I am usually pretty good about problem solving, but this one goes above my skill set. So I am going to contact the peoples at StreamYard and say, okay, why is this happening? So
yeah, because there's a hint of it still, but not. It's like at the end of some words and not the whole entire time you're talking.
I mean, I don't know why it's doing it. So I'm not doing anything different than I wasn't before.
And you weren't, you didn't plug in or unplug or anything?
Nope.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But make sure to check out Elisa's channel. Also, I have a link to her affiliate links for the resin, the Epoxy Resin Store, if I can get it to say it right, and also, and also the place where she gets. What's the name of that shop?
For Lorez?
Yeah.
It's Laura's Art Corner.
Okay.
GoPro, turn off. Sorry. Yeah, to get Lorez, laurasartcorner.net will have that. She's got a bunch of other little goodies on there too, besides just Lorez. But the paste and powders are amazing.
Yeah, I love this copper. I couldn't stop swooning over it. So
yeah. Wait till you try the red earth, because wow, red earth.
Okay, I'm doing resin every day for the next 10 days. So
just start small.
I'm gonna record it. So and then I'll post it so y'all can see.
Okay.
But make sure to check out her links, and I also put a link to her website. So if you're interested in looking at some of her other art that she has, that's down in the description box as well. And I'm trying to think. I have a link to her channel. I have a link to her socials. I have a link to all her affiliate links and her webpage. So thank you, Miss Elisa, for coming on live with me and agreeing to come live with me most Mondays.
Play somewhere with yourself.
What's that?
Nothing. I was playing some more with myself.
Then you be quiet. You be nice to yourself.
I won.
Oh my goodness gracious. With that, if you like this video, please smash that like button. And if you found us entertaining, even with all the craziness, stupid internet, share this out on the interwebs. And if you're new to our channel, welcome. If you like the vibe and want to join our little tribe, all you got to do is click subscribe. And thank you all for joining us today. I guess it is kind of night now, huh? And being patient with us as we went through all the technical difficulties. I am so grateful for you. Thanks for joining us. Peace, love, and happiness.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, maybe. There we go.